Hi, it's Cheryl from Home of My Making, where I inspire you to create a surrounding you love. I wanted to come on tonight to do a quick little craft for spring. It's something that I was working on yesterday, gave me some inspiration. If you had joined me yesterday for my live, you've seen that I made this garter for a pillow, and I had made these embellishments. And usually when I do anything like this, I do quite a few. I don't just do them at one time. So I had some left over and I wanted to do another creation with these embellishments that I made. So this was a garter that I made for this pillow that's removable, so you can change it out for every season. I made it kind of spring-like with some different mediums, some burlap and felt and material. If you're hopping on, let me know where you're watching from. Let me see if I can get you guys on my Facebook. Facebook's been wonky lately. We can't always respond back to you. So hopefully if you respond on this when you're live, I could answer you personally. But if you do leave a comment, don't think that I don't see you. I see you. Sometimes, I don't know why in the last few days we've not been able to respond back to you guys, but we are here and we see you. So let me show you what I want to do today. If you guys have watched any of my previous tutorials, you see that I have made a faux shiplap distressed board out of canvas. This is actually canvas, and it was a painted technique that I did. I do have a video for this up in the in the video section if you want to refer back to how I started with this. But you don't have to start with a piece like this. You could start with a plain canvas or any other surface that you have. So let me know you're on here as you're hopping on, and I'll show you what I have planned for you today. So like I said, you don't have to start with this faux board that I did out of canvas, but make it your own with whatever you have in your house right now. So like I said, I had made a whole bunch of these embellishments, and what I did is I used fabric, I used felt, I used material, I used different embellishments, I used buttons. So again, this is an inspiration. If you don't want to do them in spring colors, you don't have to do them in spring colors, and this could also be used for future holidays moving forward as far as what design and color you want to do. So what I decided to do is I wanted to add them to this board. Now this is going to be quick and easy because usually when I do a surface like this, I do a couple of them ahead of time. If I was painting like I have been with the canvas, I did like 3 of them. So this is my last one left to do something on. And when I was making these, I made a few extra for another projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to place them like this. So that's what I'm going to go for right now. And then I actually literally went out and got some sticks in the yard. And here's what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to put my glasses on, and again, if you're hopping on here, let me know where you're from. If you do watch this later on in replay, I'd like to know that you watched it in replay. Just type in #replay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build flowers out of them on this board. So here's what I have so far. So again, yesterday's tutorial, I showed you how to make these, which is very simple, just circles cut out. Some of them were used with cut out with a pinking shears. Some of them were just cut in circles from freehand. So it's pretty self-explanatory. They're all glued on top of each other, but I do have a tutorial from yesterday that features what I did. And then back in the tutorial section also is a let me shut this off. You go rehear me on here. Also, this tutorial for this kind of surface, making a canvas look like a faux shiplap, is on here. Another thing about this, I made, just so you know, you could put this board this way or this way because the slats, I'm going to put it up and down like this. So my slats are going to go that way. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to get on here. Let me see if I can see who's on. I'm going to get on here and place these, and then I'm going to place my sticks. What I like to do before I start the gluing process is always place things down so that you can get an idea of where you want it to go. So you don't have to unglue them. Like I said, as you're popping on, let me know you're on here. Facebook is being really crazy. I guess a lot of people are on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some felt. For those of you that have been watching for a while, I do make felt flowers a lot. So this is my favorite green. It's like a sage green, and I use this a lot for leaves. And I do hand cut everything. I don't have a Cricut, so everything I do. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Joni. I'm actually just starting, Joni. But you can watch the very beginning, but it's pretty self-explanatory right now. So what I do is I usually, I like this green. It's like a sage, and I've only found it at Joann's. Michael's and Hobby Lobby doesn't have this color where I'm at. So this is my favorite green to use for leaves. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use my pinking shears for this. And right now I have the embellishments that I had made yesterday in a tutorial. I have the FAUX Shiplap distressed board that I made out of a canvas that I also have a tutorial with, and then I went in the yard and got some sticks. So this is where I'm at right now as far as what I'm doing with this piece. So I want to at least get an idea of where I'm going to be putting stuff before I start the gluing process, just so that I can space everything out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually freehand cut out some, as you can see the shapes, some leaves. And I am going to use a pinking shear for this type of leaf as far as the look that I want on this project. So I do have one done. So I'm just going to start to see where I can put these. And then I'll figure out how many I need. But this is really simple. Again, if you have if you're interested in doing anything like this, you can use your own different colors that you have at home. And I'm sure if you're a crafter, you have felt maybe, or even if you don't, you could do totally, I did use burlap felt and a faux galvanized steel that I make. You could do these totally ribbon. You could do them totally fabric, whatever you have on hand right now. When we're in lockdown, we use what we can use. We use what we have. So you could adapt this to anything that you have. So let me see. Then I was actually thinking, after I started getting this project together, I'm thinking maybe I should add some little buttons to this, since I have the right color combination for this particular project. I do have buttons that are all these colors, so I think I'm going to add them on here too. There was a similar grain at Target in the dollar spot. It's a felt runner for $3, so you get a nice size piece. I did see that. It's still, this is darker than that one. I did see it, but that's actually, that fabric, LaDonna, I'm talking to LaDonna, she said that there's a similar green at Target in the dollar spot. It is a felt table runner for $3, so you get a nice size piece. That's actually real, that stuff's thick, I felt it. It makes a good background for a lot of projects, actually. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to add, like, just because I can, maybe like 3 little buttons to the side of this, just to give it some more, dimension. But I'm going to ask you if I should, where I should put them, actually. Let me see. Let's do that. Let's see. What do you guys think of this so far? I don't have anything glued down, so we could change this out any way we want to. But do you think those buttons go okay next to the flower, like in groups of 3? I wanted to try to like keep from not putting them on the corners, just to add it. What do you think of that? Now, granted, this is a spring project. I think it could be lasted all year, actually. But I think that's going to be good where I have them now. So I'm actually going to start the gluing down process. So again, I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to start gluing. These are really fun to make because you can make them with all different mediums. Good way to use up some scrap stuff. If you look on the back of here, that was something I had made for something else and I didn't need it, but I kept it. It's actually stenciled on the back, but you can't see through the front. So try to repurpose. This is a good thing to repurpose a lot of your little thingamajigs that you have, little pieces of felt that you have, or even little pieces of fabric that you have. I did go out and buy a bunch of the felt quarters when they were, I mean not felt quarters, fabric quarters when they were on sale at Joann's for 99 cents. All those little pieces of fabric are coming in handy right now. So let me do this one. So these are actually sticks I did get out of the yard. True story. I was going to use like some floral wire to make it look more flowery, but I said, you know what? I think it kind of looks cool with the sticks. I did do a project not too long ago that I made like a bouquet of felt flowers with the sticks, and it just reminded me of that. So as you're hopping on, let me know you're on here. If you watch later on replay, put in hashtag replay so I can know when you watched and what's a good time to come on live. If you are interested, can you please like and follow the page if you're enjoying what you're seeing? That I would appreciate that. And also there's a little notification button down there. If you want to know when I go live, you just hit that button and it'll tell you when I go live. It'll give you a notification when I come on. And let's just say as of tomorrow, when I don't have a job, I'll be on here a lot. They have closed down, I'm a nail tech, so they closed down all beauty salons in the state as of 5 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm thankful that I have a hobby that I can do, and I'm thankful that I have an avenue that I can do it. So if you want to catch everything I'm going to be doing in the next few whenevers, please like and follow the page. And if you like what you're seeing when you come on, just share this tutorial, please. So let's see where I should put that. So right now I am gluing on some button embellishments just to add a little bit more texture and dimension to this project. So let me show you where I'm at right now. This is what I got so far. So that's where I'm at. So again, I made these embellishments yesterday. I did the pillow over here. It's going to kind of coordinate with it. I think it screams spring because it doesn't show any kind of bunnies or, you know, anything that's indicative to Easter. So this can get you through probably to the summer. Again, you don't have to do it in the spring colors. You can do it in the colors of even your decor. That would be cool because I think this is not just a design for a certain season. Obviously it's flower-like, but if you did it in your decor colors, it would take on a whole new look. So now what I'm going to do is I started cutting out the, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for sharing that, Debbie. So what I'm going to do is I need to figure out my placement for my leaves. And sometimes I do pinch them like that so that they can be a little bit more dimensional. So I'm going to do that with this particular one and then just squeeze it right here. And this way when I lay it down, it's going to be standing up. Okay, so I'm going to lay one flat and then I'm going to have one standing up. Just to again give it some more dimension. Make sure that stays there. I got to hold on to it for a couple of seconds without burning my hand. Again, if you're on, let me know where you're watching from. There, so that's what I got so far on there. So like I said, this one is standing up, and then the one behind it is laying flat. Let's see. So all I do is just cut them out freehand. Not really worried about them being perfect. I don't have a Cricut, so I do all my flowers freehand, and you can cut them any way you want. So I'm going to glue this one flat too. I'm going to stick that under there a little bit, see if I can get it under the... And then I'm going to just trim him up a little bit too. I like the look that the pinking shears are do. I haven't done a lot of felt flowers with the pinking shears, but it definitely takes on a whole nother look, making the leaves like this. Let's see. I'm going to stick a little one there. There you go. So what do you think? You think you like this? If you like what you're looking at, give me a thumbs up or some hearts. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, Cindy. This is one of those things that I made with the flowers that I had from last night's live. I'm actually going to make him a little dimensional too. So I have a lot of crafts up my sleeves, and I'll have a lot of time to do them. So stand by. Again, check the box underneath for the notifications of when I go live. Just tells you when I go live. Even if you don't watch it live, at least it'll tell you that I was live and that there's a video out there that you can rewatch. Let me know where you're watching from. Shared with several friends. Thank you, Joni. I appreciate you. So I think I'm going to do one more leaf. I think, because sometimes things keep going on if I don't stop. So I'm going to trim him a little bit, and then I am going to make him flat. And then I'm actually done. So this was a quick project. Again, when I do, like when I made the flowers, I made extras, so I didn't have to spend the time doing them today. Since I originally had all the product out, I just did more. Same thing when I made these boards. I did quite a few of them. If I had the paint out, I made them. So there it is. That's the finished project. What do you think? If you like what you're seeing, give me some hearts. So there you go. I did some pinking shears on the flowers. On the leaves. I did some sticks from my yard. I made these out of every piece of scrap I had, and I added some buttons. So there you go, a nice little spring picture. Like I said, if you want to do something like this, like a lot of times my colors in my house are like kind of the blue and aqua color and gray. So if I did this in those colors, it would take on a whole nother look, obviously. And then think forward to the holiday time and you can do something similar. So this is just an inspiration. Make it your own. If you have just fabric, just do these in fabric. If you have felt, just do them in felt. Or if you just have burlap, do them in burlap. You could adjust it to whatever product you have on hand and whatever. Thanks, Carolyn. Just want to say hi. Fixing dinner. We'll watch replay. Thank you. So yeah, you could do a lot of things with this. Add as many leaves as you want or not, or many flowers. If you have a smaller board, make the flowers smaller. Again, size. If the board's bigger, make the flowers bigger. If the board's smaller, make them smaller so that they can be in the right composition on here. So there you go. That's your inspiration for today. I hope that you can create something from this, and I let you have some ideas. Take it and run with it. You could use this on anything. Like I said, I made these flowers for a garter on a pillow yesterday, and now I'm putting it on a piece of canvas. So just goes to show you there's different things you can do. And if you have any ideas with something like this, leave it in the comments. Show me a picture of something you did. Thank you, Rhonda. Show me a picture in the comments of something that you created, maybe like this, or gave you an inspiration for something to create from this post. That would be great too. I like to know when we inspire people. That keeps me going. So again, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to spread it to someone's page, I would appreciate it. If you have not already liked and followed my page, can you do so? That's that thumbs up there. If you hit it and it changed to liked, that means you've done it. Also, there's a button down here for notifications of when I go live, which I will be going live a lot in the next month. And again, if you want to on this page, I would appreciate it. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope you find peace in this time of the world. I hope this gives you a little bit of, let's just craft and make things beautiful. So thank you for watching, and have a great evening.